In this world that's filled with so much noise and information, how do we really stand out and be who we were really meant to be? In this podcast, we focus on injecting you with positivity, optimism, and strategies, all centered around helping you be who you were always meant to be in business and life. Be inspired to show up in your own skin and learn from others as we share our own life journeys and stories. There's no other you, and you know yourself better than anyone else. So be prepared to take away habitual tidbits and tactics that will encourage you to pursue and live your life, not the one others want you to live. Welcome to Stand Out Be You, where you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be you.
Is happiness a choice? I couldn't help but to really bring up this topic because so far from our guests and listening, one thing that we've heard in some of their life lessons is centered around happiness. And I think happiness is something that we all strive for. And in the end, we all want to be happy. Would you agree? Well, there are so many layers to so many areas of life that it's really hard to get everything to fit into one box. Well, today, it's just you and me, and we're going to chat about happiness. Let's figure it all out together. I like to think that happiness is all based on perception because the different paths that we have or we endure in life are different from person to person. How I actually address something in life is very different from how you would address something in life. And why? Because life is situational. And how we all handle a situation can be very different. And it's okay. It's because we're all uniquely different. And it's not a bad thing. It is okay to be different. Heck, think within ourselves. Today, we may think this way about a situation. However, tomorrow we may think differently, and Lord knows down the road, years from now, we totally don't even think about the matter, right? A lot of individuals, in my opinion, I like to think they do feel that happiness is a choice. What do you think? They say that happiness is a choice, although, is it what you truly believe? I can count so many times that life has brought me pain, sorrow, and sadness. And I wonder, what does choose to be happy really mean? What does it mean? Well, for me, I like to reflect upon what happiness does mean for me because my happiness may be different than your happiness. When I do this, I reflect on my life journey, and while I'm trying to figure out my path of which way to go, and I see that fork in the road, that's when I recognize that I have a choice to go right or to go left. And what I consider to be happy in my life is peace in my relationships, low stress in my work, harmony in my marriage, and that's very important to me, and financial security for my family. I mean, we want to feel comfortable. What is your happiness? Have you sat down to define it? Sometimes achieving happiness comes from making decisions that are standing true to you. So this leads me back to the question of happiness. Is it a choice? I like to think yes. Why? Because life is a choice. We determine our reactions to whatever comes at us in life. Now, how do we create all of this happiness? Like all things, baby steps. Make your own happiness. Happiness is a choice, and you can choose to look at the bright side. You can choose to deal with those challenges and move on, to find advantages in any situation. To take the happiness to another level, you can do a few of these things. Just focus and try to apply a few of them. Count your blessings and express more gratitude. Now for me, I keep a journal. I love to write everything down. And my next thing is I love to recognize individuals when they've done kindness, not only to me, but to others as well. It just makes me feel happy doing that. The next thing is to give yourself pep talks. Accept your fears. And for goodness sakes, do not let your fears hold you back. I'm going to go ahead and congratulate you in advance for taking risk and reaching beyond your comfort zone. Begin to recognize your strengths and really look for the opportunities and use them in order to make yourself happy. Sometimes we really move past and we don't pay attention to those opportunities because we feel more comfortable standing in our fear. But don't. Move forward and try out that new opportunity because in the end, it can lead to happiness. The next thing is to take care of yourself. I personally, this year alone, have lost dear friends, and it's because of them not taking care of their health. So make sure that you're getting enough rest, that you're eating correctly, and that you are getting rid of the extra stress that is in your life. And listen, family and loved ones, spend more time with them. Sharing conversations, laughing, and eating food with family and friends, it always lifts my spirit. It always builds me up. And when we do this, we feel more motivated and we feel more supported. So spend more time with your loved ones. The next one is make some trade-offs and set new priorities. About 2 weeks ago, I began to really dissect my time, and I really looked at what activities were more meaningful than others. And so what I did was I cut back some of the distractions that have been draining my time and my energy. One big one is social media. I work on the internet, so I am in social media. However, it's just consumed a lot of us. So you might want to reorganize or organize that differently in your life. Just be sure that you know when to demand excellence and when to relax. And lastly, remember that you deserve happiness and love. Treat yourself with the appreciation and the respect that you deserve. So today, let's begin to take responsibility for our own happiness. Take time to figure out what you want and go after it. Go take action on the things that bring you joy and peace, and most of all, allow you to be happy and be you. I'm Tequila Dodard with Stand Out Be You. I thank you for joining me again on a life lesson here on Stand Out Be You. And until next time, remember that you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you. And if you have a question or if you like a topic to be discussed, please go to tequiladodard.com. And until next time, we'll chat on the next episode.